Welcome back inside CLNS Media Headquarters in East Boston, everybody. My name is Mike Petralia, joined again by Jimmy Toscano. Good
Hello.
to see your friendly, smiling face. And Mike
As
Molyneux,
always.
likewise. Rapid fire Patriots talk here. Patriots have a chance to replace Malcolm Butler. Everybody assumes he's gone for 2018. Richard Sherman in a trade
Safe
or
assumption.
Aqib Talib in a trade? Mike?
Give me Talib. Give me Talib.
Why?
He was a one-hit wonder when he was here. You know, bring him back. He knows the system. He knows Belichick. And he made for great sound bites when it came time to be in the locker room with him.
He was fun.
Bring him back to New England. I like that guy, Talib. I want him here.
Even though he's 32.
Hey, age ain't nothing but a number. 32 is the new 22. Bring him back to New England.
And he plays like 22 mentally.
Yeah, that's true. I can't argue.
I like
Jimmy.
that. I'm with Mike. I say Talib back. I just like his passion out there. Not to say that Sherman doesn't have any, but he just brings that nastiness. Like, he will literally punch you in the mouth. He will rip your chain off and throw you to the ground. And I know
Literally.
I'm not supporting that, but I do like that attitude that he brings to the team. I think they need that little bit of nastiness. And honestly, if you trade for Sherman, he might come out on the field in a wheelchair at this point. The dude's had 2 surgeries on his
beat up.
on his Achilles.
2.5 years younger, Jimmy.
His
And-
legs are about 6.5 years older.
Yeah, but listen to me. Yes, I get it. He ruptured one Achilles tendon. He had minor surgery on another. But if anybody can take a chance on a cornerback and use him in a system and get the most out of his skills when he's only 28, it's Bill Belichick.
You know what, though?
not
One more thing
wrong.
about Sherman. Talks too much.
Oh,
Talks
come
too
on.
much.
If
You
it's-
don't think Bill
Talks too
Belichick
much.
has ever dealt with that in his locker room before with a player?
If it
Not
ain't
like
broke, don't fix it.
Sherman's, I think, next level. Talks too much.
All right, let's go to point number 2, and that is whether or not the Patriots should go after signing Dion Lewis or Danny Amendola. You got your pick, one or the other. Which one do you go?
Dion Lewis has been great,
This one's tough.
but give me playoff Dola.
Yep.
Playoff Amendola. We saw that man big time in this past postseason. Brady, when he has a guy who he's locked in on and who can make big plays, it leads to a lot of success for the Patriots. Dion Lewis is great, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I feel like, running backs are a dime a dozen. You could get some guy in here and replace and give you that same talent production as
Jimmy.
Dion Lewis.
This is
Give me
tough.
Dola.
I don't know if you can just get someone to replace Dion Lewis. I am all aboard playoff Dola. I think he's been huge for this team. I think nobody has really done a 180 more than Amendola has with Patriots fans after this first year. But I think right now with this team, this makeup, and based on the draft and everything, I think Dion Lewis might be more important to resign because if you don't sign him, who the hell is your running back? It's not Gillisley.
No, it's not that big of a deal.
It is
In
a
New-
big deal.
No, it isn't. Not in New England.
I think
it never has
I
been.
think it has to be. In order to have a good passing game, you have to have at least somewhat of a good running game.
I go with playoff Dola. Okay, our final subject here in rapid fire. If you have a quarterback to take and you want to find the next Jimmy G, you go with a guy like Lamar Jackson who won a Heisman Trophy or wait to the later rounds. We'll start with you, Jimmy.
So you're saying Jackson falls to the
31.
late first?
Or early second, either way.
I might take a flyer on Jackson just for that excitement level. And I think he's one of the only guys in the draft that his ceiling, I think he might have, his ceiling is right up there with Darnold and the guys at the very, very beginning at once. So you kind of take a flyer. I'm a guy who takes a flyer in like the second, third rounds. But if you're drafting end of first, early second, I think you go Jackson. But I don't think he falls that far anyways.
Lamar Jackson or you wait till later rounds,
Give
Mike?
me Lamar Jackson. Brady's the last of a dying breed. It's time for the Patriots to really look at a guy who's a real dual threat at quarterback, and I think that's Lamar Jackson. Bring him in, get him in the Patriots system, let him learn from Brady.
Be the next Deshaun Watson.
Be the next guy to run things in New England after Brady's done.
All right.
I like Falk, though, too, in the third.
I like Mason Rudolph. That'll
Also
do
like
it for
Lauletta.
That'll do it
Just
for
gonna keep
this
throwing names
edition
out there.
of
So I can
Rapid
say I was
Fire
right.
Patriots Talk from CLNS Media Headquarters in East Boston. Talk to you later.